It's interesting when you come to a financial firm and we might actually tell you to not invest. Your financial plan should start with an emergency fund, okay? And you can define that different ways. A fully funded emergency fund is 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Now, that can vary depending on the household makeup. Is there one breadwinner versus two income earners in the household? So there'll be some slight variations, anywhere from 3 to 12 months. It could be the wide variation of an emergency fund. So assess your situation to see what makes sense for you. But that's kind of a broad overview of what you should have in savings, and leave it in cash. It should not be invested, and I know it can be frustrating to see, a pot of money just sitting there not earning much. Okay, but that's the point, that if and when you need it, it's there. It's not, oh, the market went down, my emergency fund went down 10-15%.
It's kind of like insurance, honestly. Like, you have to pay for insurance. Well, having your emergency reserves, you kind of have to pay by not making money on that, but it's there for you in case something bad happens.
That's exactly right. And we've alluded to this previously. If you have some consumer debt, then you should minimize the amount of emergency reserves you should have.
So there's really two different types of emergency reserves fund. There's one if you're in debt, and that should be about $1,000 to $2,000.
Consumer debt.
Okay, consumer debt. So if you're in consumer debt, your focus should be paying that off. But you have to start off by having that small emergency fund. Then once you knock out all your consumer debt, then it's build that up to like 3 to 6 months of emergency reserves. And what that means is, like, if your expenses are about $5,000 a month, you take 5,000 times 3, be 15,000. That would be 3 months of emergency reserves.
People who've come out better on the other side of a pullback, a recession, tough times, whether it be being laid off, being sick, etc., are those that have had some emergency savings to fall back on and not have to turn their lives upside down just to survive.
Those are the people that can allow their investments to grow even during the worst of times. Because if you don't have those emergency reserves and a 2008 comes along, you end up having to sell your investments at the lowest spot. So you don't want to do that. You want to be able to get through those tough times, because after those tough times come some of the best times. Another very important thing about having an emergency reserve is it keeps you from getting into new debt. So, if car breaks down, whatever happens, boom, you just pay for it cash, and then you keep on with your plan.
That's right. Hope that helps. Happy saving. My chichos are called.
Chichos?
Yeah, these love handles called chichos in Spanish.
In Portuguese, pneus.
Pneus?
Tires. And redneck is love handles.